Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video, man. We have a bit of a sad video here, but at the same time, I saw some good news. I saw something really, really good that I think a lot of people did not catch. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of FUD and FOMO going around right now. Well, not FOMO. There's going to be a lot of FUD going around, and a lot of people panicking and upset and things like that because that's just like it just comes with the territory, man. This is the investing space. This is where people tend to take their money invested in things and get super scared because they make bad investments. Like I don't get it. Like it seems like people just throw money anywhere and just hope that it sticks. Like I feel like a lot of people who are invested in things should probably just be at the casino because like that's how they act when they're in these markets. So they end up losing money more times than gaining anyway. So you're better off at the casino. Like at least you know what you're getting into at the casino. But anyway, that being said, there was a little bit of sad news. So Veve has just tweeted out, "Dear Veve fam, we are saddened to announce Veve Presents Future Tech Live will no longer be featured at Comic-Con this year. Sometimes things don't work out for various reasons. This is one of those times, and we want to be open about it." Now, there's not much information about why this took place. So Veve presents Future Tech Live. I don't know if Future Tech Live is still going to be at the event, if Veve is just no longer working with them. Like, what was the issue there? Was it not possible? Like, so think about this. If we're going to be using Veve 3D models and if we're going to be using Veve's models, one of the biggest issues right now with Veve is the models is very hard to take off of Veve because we're stuck on the Go chain. Now that's the whole reason that we're moving over to immutable. So honestly, this could be an issue where it's like, okay, they couldn't get to immutable fast enough, which means that the NFTs can't be used over on over with Future Tech Live. Like it could be something like that. Like I don't know. Like obviously we don't know. We're all speculating at this point in time. But it could be that we just could not use the NFTs and work with this company. Or like it might not have even been an NFT type of thing. So these guys were just trying to create something from scratch or something together. I don't know. But they also say Comic Con at home is one of many events we have planned to showcase Veve to the world. So don't fret, Veve fam. We're only at the beginning. Road bumps happen, however, the show will of course go on. Our con exclusive drops will continue throughout this weekend in the Veve app, so keep those finger exercises going. The Veve Presents Future FinTech Metaverse experience will still be available at veve.me on Friday. So maybe this could be a situation where Comic-Con saw what Veve and Future FinTech was coming with, and they just were not impressed with what they saw. And I mean, I don't know if Veve would do it. Like, we don't know how the experience is going to be, or maybe Comic-Con wanted to distance itself a little bit from NFTs right now for some reason. It's so many different things like that could have taken place here. We are going to go through the article because there is something very, very interesting. There's something very interesting that I saw here. But yeah, so get ready to explore the metaverse. This is not yet the Veveverse. As always, we are immensely grateful for your passion and support on the wild ride that is Veve. So check this out. I actually tweeted out this. I tweeted out, "No, this is just the FUD I needed to buy more Omi, and I already invested elsewhere since I assumed FOMO would be in full effect this weekend." So, obviously, with this news breaking, I know that a lot of people are going to panic. We all know that people are going to panic. A lot of people are going to sell. A lot of people are not going to know what to do. So, yeah, we're going to see people jumping ship. As you can see, the ship jumping has begun, and you already have people buying it up. I feel like it can go lower. I feel like I never like I feel like it was definitely going to go lower. I feel like anybody, this could probably be traders, like anybody taking trades who were banking on the Comic-Con going well, probably could have got out of that trade and just cut their losses. This could also be a bunch of the uneducated investors, or this could be some type of manipulation. We don't really know what's the cause of this drop right now. I don't I don't feel like a big chunk of the VV community is so uneducated where people are just jumping ship from this type of news. I mean, if you're invested in this project, you should know that as an investor, shit happens. That really it's the long and short of it. Shit happens sometimes. So I mean, you're investing in something. You're invested in it because you believe in this project long term. Traders is the only ones who jump in and out and things like that. Like most people just build their positions, especially if you're a long term investor and you're investing for 5 years. So if you're supposed to be invested in this company for 3 to 5 years, short term news does not dictate when you drop out of Omi and things like that. So this isn't really like anybody jumping out right now isn't really anybody important to the community, to be completely honest. But yeah, I mean, you just know that it's going to come. This is something that you always need to expect because you do have people here looking for short term opportunities, which, like, honestly, it's I don't see the benefit of trying to jump in VV for short-term gains. Like, there's so many other communities that would bring you much more value just trying to get short-term gains. Like, VV is one of those communities where it's going to be explosive when it's time for it to be explosive. It's not just going to come out the gates like it's too inconsistent. They could easily drop some great news that shoots it to the moon, or what happened today, they could easily drop some news where it's like, okay, now a bunch of people are like, it's just too inconsistent. Like until we get the proper burns, until we're on different exchanges and things like that, we have the token utility. The price is very much too unstable. Right now, we're dependent on the crypto side of things, and VV is it's not looking like a strong project from a crypto standpoint right now. It's just not. It's not a strong crypto project. But let's go to the silver lining that I saw here. The silver lining that I saw here is right here. Metaverse experience will still be available at vv.me on Friday, July 23rd. It will feature VV digital collectibles, scavenger hunts, free downloads, not NFTs, and Easter eggs. So the reason that this is interesting to me is that it tells me that whatever they were doing with Comic-Con, it was done. It was complete. They have it finished. So what this is going to show us is the kind of idea that VV is going for. Like what VV is looking to build. We should be able to see some type of scavenger hunts, some type of we should see some type of metaverse. They said it's going to be a metaverse experience. So we should see what VV is thinking in terms of the VVverse, and hopefully whatever we see here is going to be, we can assume that it means that whatever the VVverse actually is, the VVverse is going to be even better than what we see here. That's what we can hope for. So I feel like this is still good to see that it's completed. Like maybe what's happened is that one of the big major projects that they were going to reveal during this whole little experience, this digital experience, but then again, that doesn't make sense if VV is still going to show this experience. So honestly, it was something with Comic-Con, I think, because I was going to say maybe it was a licensor and they wanted to take out their brand from this for the time being for some reason, but VV then wouldn't have this to show. They're still going to go through showing this. They're just not going to show it in affiliation with Comic-Con. So that's something's going on with Comic-Con. And yeah, it's kind of weird. So we definitely could use some more information about what's going on. But I feel like this is still looking good for the VVverse. The VVverse side of things, I think that's still a solid look in my opinion. So yeah, let's go through a few comments, man. A lot of people are worried here. They said Javier says, "What's next? MTL license approval denied. That would mean our collectibles are worthless. Immutable migration no longer feasible. That would mean we're stuck on these pathetic exchanges. I have been more than generous with my trust and optimism right now. I'm furious." Bro, as an investor, man, like short term things happening, it happens, bro. Like it doesn't really matter, man. Being upset, panicking, being sad, it's not really going to change the position that you're in. Yeah, you're looking for something short term, then yeah, like this is bad. This looks bad for the short term. Honestly, I was never really in VV to see, like, I'm happy we have so much stuff going on in the short term. I am very, very happy for that. But like I said, I'm in this for I'm here for 10 years. Like, I'm here for like 5 to 10 year range. Like that's the golden times for me. So me personally, anything happening in the first few years, like while it's great to see these things and while it's great to see VV going in the direction that I want to see, it's really unimportant to me. I feel like when you really are clear on what goals you have and what you're looking to reach, and what's your reason for investing, stuff bothers you a lot less, because I know that I'm waiting for the 10-year mark. So why would I care or panic about something happening in year 2, 3, 4? Like, none of that stuff really matters, because I know that VV, when they're ready, this is a project that they could just start marketing, going crazy, and it could easily attract millions and millions of people, especially if they put in the right features, the right things, and make the right moves and decisions. So I know the potential of the project. I feel like everybody knows the potential of the project. So yeah, I mean, these short-term hiccups don't really bother me, but it happens every single time. Like, every single time we have something that doesn't go as planned, like the whole May announcement, and people made that May thing a big deal with us not getting new exchanges and stuff like that. Everybody made that a big deal as well. Like, stuff falls through sometimes. This wasn't the best timing. They have been going through, I don't know. I don't know who's to blame in this situation. We all know that VV would never put the blame on somebody else. We know that VV would never put the blame on somebody else. So I don't know if we can know the full story. I honestly, I would seriously be surprised if this was a mess up on VV's end. I would definitely be surprised if this was a mess up on VV's end. I feel like they're one of the third parties, whether it's Comic-Con, whether it's a licensor. I feel like someone else is to blame for this happening. And yeah, I mean, obviously they can't tell us that if it's going to make one of the people that they're working with looks bad, because they stand on principles. Their principles is they put themselves in the fire before they ever put any of the people that they're working with in it. So I feel like and this is why I invest in them. It speaks to their character. These are people that I can trust in, I can believe in, and that's why I invest my money with them. But yeah, I understand how this could definitely be frustrating, man. We've been fucked once again. This is a recurring pattern. Maybe you're right. Maybe we are bad investors. I mean, if you want to take notes about how many things that they've said was going to happen has happened and how many has fell through, they're still up a lot with how much has happened. Because let's take the biggest thing into consideration: the fact that they said that NFTs was going to blow up years before anybody knew what NFTs was, and then it blew up. It became VV, and it became this project that we see right now. Come on now, they partnered with Givenchy, bro. Like, yeah, it's not like VV is still up by far. Yeah, I mean, this Comic-Con, it was a big opportunity that fell through. It's a sad thing, but I mean, it doesn't really matter where this news is released at. Like, let's say that they were going to release Marvel comic books at Comic-Con. Yeah, obviously that would be huge, but releasing Marvel comic books is still going to make all type of news. Does not, like, yes, this was the perfect place to release comic books or something special from Marvel, but it's also releasing these perfect brand, like, it can be perfect. No matter, it's going to be perfect no matter where it gets released at, and it's going to make news. The comic book fans are going to hear about these new comic books no matter where they are. Yes, Comic-Con would have made it easier, but it's not the only way. Like, like, events like this is not important when it comes to VV. People are going to hear about VV regardless. My man's Dan says, why the hell do paper hands dump when some bad news hits? Jokers, you've invested in a project, so back it through good and bad times. That way the price goes up. I mean, this is definitely logical when it comes down to investing, but we have a lot of beginning investors who don't really know what they're doing here. Like, I would never, like, you have a lot of people who try to sell their Omi at highs and then buy it back at lows and stuff like that. And yeah, it can be effective if you get it right, but all it takes is you making one bad call, and then all the buying low and selling high and stuff like that. All it takes for you to slip up one time, and you put yourself in a bigger hole than all the like. It's not that deep. I just invest. I put my amount of money in wherever the price is at, wherever I feel like it's a good price, and then I make some more money and put some more money in when I can. It's really that simple for me. Like, people overcomplicate investing. I would really be scared to invest if I had to. If I had to really worry that I was going to screw up so bad where I could put myself in a bad position, like trying to get in and out at bad time. Like that's stressful. I don't need that type of stress. I'm gonna just dump my money here because I know it's going to go up in the future, and we're good. It's that simple. She said, True said, I didn't get why people buy when it's going up. I like to take the wait and see approach. Hope it drops for more burns. Well, it's definitely dropping. Let's see where it's at right now. It's definitely dropping. It looks like it's going back up. More people are buying. But honestly, y'all, let it drop some more, yo. Let it drop some more. Like, I don't care if it goes back into the ones. Like, I really don't care if it goes. Like, let it drop, man. Like, don't be buying up too soon, because those of you who you see the opportunity, you get to buying, bro. This FOMO is gonna spread. A lot of people don't even know that it happened. They just tweeted it out. Let it keep dropping. Let it keep dropping so we can get in at better prices. Because this is just an opportunity for those of us who understands that this is a long-term thing. He said they really need to come out and explain what happened. Literally, yesterday they were still making it seem as though the event would be a go. It's eerily similar to the exchange announcement. That's fair. That's fair. Like this, but like I said, I don't think that this is something that they could announce, though. That's the only problem that I see here. It seems like from their end, they were ready. They were ready. They 100% ready to go. Which means if this is a problem that comes from one of the people that they were working with, they will never speak on that. And when I say one of the people they were working with, it seems like the other company they were working with putting this together that went perfectly too. So it looks like since that it looks like both of these companies did what they were supposed to do. It seems like it's a Comic-Con thing for some reason. Maybe they have a brand included in here that Comic-Con doesn't want to work with or doesn't want to promote. Like, it seems like this was a last minute Comic-Con, like, nah, we can't fit you in. Maybe Comic-Con had a better opportunity than Veve. Maybe Comic-Con had something better. Like, we don't know, man. Veve, honestly, Veve is such a new company. Veve is so early that it was a big deal them being able to secure a Comic-Con slot this early in their career anyway. Like, Veve is brand new if you think about it. Veve is brand new. Like, why was it even going to be this big of a role at Comic-Con to begin with? So this falling through, yeah, I mean, it was impressive to begin with. But the fact that it fell through, I mean, it changes nothing for me. Like, I wish we could know some more information, but I just don't think we're going to get any more information. Personally, I don't think we are. I get things happen, but to keep dangling things to the community when they must know internally it may fall through is not a good look. I mean, if this stuff was like, they have not been moving like they knew this was going to fall through. They've been pumping it, and for this to not go through. Listen, I think the biggest thing people need to take away from this video, the biggest thing that you need to take away from this is the fact that they said they're still going to show what they were planning to show at Comic-Con. They're still going to show it, which means Veve's part is done. That means Veve did what they said they were going to do. Veve delivered. So whatever has happened here, it's not the fault of Veve. Something fell through with Comic-Con, or something fell through with another partner or a licensor or something that made it fall through. It's not like Veve did not get the job done. The job was done, but something else interrupted it. So I think that is very important. It's not fair to put blame on Veve like, this seems familiar. No, it doesn't, because Veve has just shown us, okay, Veve is going to show us, okay, here, we have a finished product for you all. You all are still going to see this product. We put a lot of time into putting this together. You all are still going to have the opportunity to see it, even if Comic-Con doesn't want it. That's like wanting to put a movie on Netflix, telling all your fans that they can see your movie on Netflix on Thursday. And then the day before Thursday comes, Wednesday comes, and then basically they say, the movie's not going to be on Netflix. I'm sorry, but go to my website and you can still see the movie there. Like, the people still put that work in and made a great movie, or made a movie, and it's just not on Netflix. It's like, it's one of those situations. That's how I look at it. I definitely need help understanding all this now. They still are having drops, still having metaverse, but when they say no longer featured, what do they mean? The Future Tech Live Metaverse Experience is not featured on the Comic-Con home website anymore. It will be hosted on the Veve website now and launched tomorrow. That's the only change. So in other words, the Comic-Con website probably wasn't equipped to handle that much traffic, I'm assuming. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's not that the Comic-Con website couldn't handle the traffic. Comic-Con website should be able to handle we see what happens with Veve's drops. It's not like I say, let's go to Veve. Veve is the place to handle the traffic. Like, Veve, that's one of their only flaws is the traffic handling issues. So I wouldn't say Veve is the place to go to handle the traffic. I think that whatever's going on here, maybe things fell through with Future Tech Live. Maybe they didn't want to work with Future Tech Live or something. Like, I mean, we don't know. We don't know who's to blame. Like, what it is. Like, what happened. Apparently, Future Tech Live and Veve are still on good terms since they're showing it through Veve, but something fell through with Comic Con. Maybe Comic Con had a better opportunity, man. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. My strategy was set up for Comic Con event, not impressed. I didn't even spell things correctly. Sell if you are a loser. All right, y'all. So there we have it, man. That's my opinion. I feel like Veve did everything that they were supposed to do, and something fell through. And I don't think that they're going to speak on this topic because it would throw the Comic Con under the bus, or it would throw something under the bus that's probably not theirs to speak on. They they said they were going to do something. They delivered, and it still fell through. So it's some blame to be put somewhere, but Veve doesn't put blame on other people. So I'm pretty sure Veve is just going to take all the heat for this from the community. And listen, I mean, I don't think that that's fair. I feel like we see that they have a finished product. So when it comes down to why this is not where it was going to be, I mean, we just gonna have to. I don't like the blame being put on Veve personally. I get why people are upset, but I personally can't put the blame on Veve because they did what they said they were going to do outside of getting on Comic Con, but they have no control over that. They clearly don't have control over this situation. So I mean, yeah, they did what they did all that they could. So yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and turn on notifications so you stay updated. And I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out, Joe.